Oh, I'm Woody Arnold, and I like comics. And I am going to be taking a look at Batman Beyond number 20, which is part of the continuation of the original comic or cartoon series, actually, which we should all remember, by Bruce Timm. This comic is by Dan Jurgens, and penciler is Marco Castello. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I've never heard of the guy, but the art in here is pretty solid. I will say this is a great book. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. It's part one of a story arc called Target Batman, and it opens up with Barbara Gordon in the Gotham precinct. Who she's If you're not familiar with it, she's the police commissioner at this point. And there's a shootout where some member of the Joker's gang, pronounced or spelled with a Z, has got hold of a gun and is basically shooting the place up, and Barbara is appears to be the only one standing. A bunch of cops have been killed. She's hiding behind a pillar, and then you kind of find out a little bit there. The guy's freaking out, thinking Batman's coming after him, which he probably is. And then it cuts over from there to the Batcave, in Wayne Manor, where you basically find out that Terry, who's Batman, his younger brother, has discovered that he's Batman, and then Bruce has decided to turn the younger kid, into Robin against Terry's wishes, and that part's kind of dumb because it doesn't make any logical sense. Why? I mean, Batman gives a good excuse, but it boils down to Batman being obsessed with abusing children, I guess. I don't know. And then when Barbara finds out about it, she's like, he did it to another one? It's just hilarious. That part doesn't really make a lot of sense. The whole rationale, it's like, well, he's going to do it anyway, so you might as well train him. It's like, no, you don't. But that's what Batman does. But the book, oh yeah, and there's also this point where somehow Batman and Robin find out about the shootout and somehow get from Wayne Manor by flying themselves in time to deal with the crisis before Barbara and the rest of the cops can deal with it, because it makes the cops have to be total incompetence, because even though Barbara's in a tough spot, any cop in the building should have been able to pop into the room and just... Anyways. So, that's fine. But the book itself, just as it is, was a lot of fun to read. I thought it was well executed. Yeah, there's a ton of plot holes. Show me a comic book that doesn't have them. But, it was a fun read. And it worked. And let's see, flip through some pages here. And there was some solid plot development, weird relationship stuff. But what I liked about it was that everything that you needed to know to enjoy the story was covered in the course of the story. Even though you're coming in the middle of an existing story arc, and all the stuff's happened before, everything that's communicated by the characters sets you up for what you need to know to enjoy the book. And this could totally be your first Batman story and in Batman Beyond. And there's a lot of stuff in here that is very familiar. The Batcave looks like it should, and anybody that's seen the show can enjoy this. And it has an interesting teaser at the end where, the whole time you're thinking this guy is crazy because he's all freaking out, Batman's out to get him, and sure enough at the end, it seems that Batman is out to get him, but it's not Batman. There's another Batman of some sort. So, it's a pretty well executed book. It's got some it's got some hokey shit, but I will say I'm probably not going to pick it up. But if I was into Batman, this is definitely a story that would hook me. It's mostly just it doesn't fit in my budget, but I would certainly recommend this book. And I really enjoyed reading it, and very solid, well written story. So yeah, give that one 2 thumbs up.